Let's continue with more multiple choice questions. The correct order of reactivity to phenyl magnesium bromide with this set of compounds. Now here we have got two phenyl groups attached to carbonyl group which will offer maximum steric hindrance, so it is least reactive. Acetaldehyde is most reactive because it is most polar. There is only one methyl group which is electron releasing, also steric hindrance is minimum. Second most reactive is acetone. Here polarity is less than acetaldehyde because of two methyl groups which are electron releasing, and secondly it also has steric hindrance. So most reactive is second most reactive is third, and least reactive is benzophenone, that is first. So correct answer is C part. Next question. Which one of the following gives positive iodoform or haloform and positive Tollens reagent test? Formaldehyde will give positive Tollens reagent test but does not give positive iodoform or haloform test. Acetone will not give positive Tollens reagent test but it will give positive haloform test. Propionaldehyde or propanol will give Tollens reagent test but will not give positive haloform or iodoform test. Acetaldehyde is the correct answer. It will give iodoform test, yellow precipitate with iodine and NaOH, and also gives Tollens reagent test. Correct answer is D part. Next question, we have 2-butane reacts with X, which we have to identify, followed by reduction with zinc and water to give butane 2,3-dione. Options are HNO3, no, because with HNO3 this bond will break. Oxygen will not be able to give diketone. Ozone is the correct answer. Ozonolysis, you will get intermediate ozonide, which on reduction with zinc and water will give diketone. KMnO4 is not possible because hot KMnO4 will break the compound. If it is cold KMnO4, still it is possible to get, but further oxidation may take place with KMnO4. So the most appropriate, and in KMnO4 you cannot use zinc and water in the second step. So ozone is the correct answer. The first step is ozonolysis followed by reduction with zinc and water will give diketone, that is 2,3-butane dione. C part is the correct answer. Next, which reagent is used to convert 2-butanone to propanoic acid? Iodine and NaOH followed by acidification, Toller's reagent test, Fehling solution test, NaOH, NaI and HI. Toller's reagent will not react. Ketone, Fehling solution will not react with ketone. NaOH, NaI, HN will not react with 2-butanone. NaOH and I2 will react with 2-butanone. It is methyl ketone. It will give yellow precipitate of iodoform, plus it will give sodium propanoate, which on acidification will give propanoic acid. Correct answer is A part. Next question, the increasing order of the rate of HCN addition to the compound A to D are. Most reactive is formaldehyde. Second most reactive is acetone. Third most reactive is acetophenone. Least reactive is benzophenone. D is least reactive, then is C, then we have B, and then we have A. So the correct answer is C part. Reason is HCHO is most polar because there is no positive inductive effect, so its reactivity is maximum. Acetone has steric hindrance as well as positive inductive effect, so carbonyl group is less polar, so this is second most reactive. Here we have steric hindrance of vinyl group and methyl group. That's why it is second last least reactive. Whereas benzophenone has maximum steric hindrance, therefore it is least reactive. So correct answer is C part. Which of the following compound is obtained when acetone is reacted with HCN? Correct answer is D part. Here acetone will be attacked by cyanide ion and which will form CO negative, and CO negative will pick up H ion to form cyanohydrin. The name of this compound is acetone cyanohydrin. So acetone reacts with HCN, undergoes nucleophilic addition reaction to form acetone cyanohydrin. Correct answer is D part. Next question, the smallest ketone and its next homologues are reacted with hydroxylamine to form oxime. Options are two different oximes are formed. B part, three different oximes are formed. Two oximes are optically active. All oximes are optically active. Correct answer is B part. Why B part is the correct answer? Smallest ketone is acetone, which will give acetone oxime, and it does not show geometrical isomerism. Optical isomerism is not possible, but geometrical isomerism is possible in oximes. Now, 2-butanone will react with hydroxylamine to form 2-butanone oxime, which will form two geometrical isomer. One is called syn and other is called anti. There is a lone pair of electrons. So if OH groups and lone pair of electrons are on the same side, it is called syn. If they are on opposite side, we call it anti. So three different oximes are formed. Two are geometrical isomers, one will not show geometrical isomerism. Correct answer is B part. Next, which one of the following reactions is called Rosenmund reaction? Aldehydes are reduced to alcohol? No. Acids are converted into acid chloride? No. Alcohols are reduced to hydrocarbons? No. Acid chlorides are reduced to aldehyde? Yes. So in Rosenmund reaction, acid chlorides are reduced to aldehydes by using hydrogen and platinum and BaSO4. So D part is the correct answer. Next question, bakelite is prepared by the reaction of phenol and formaldehyde? Yes. Urea and formaldehyde? No. Ethylene and glycol? No. Tetramethylene and glycol? No. So correct answer is phenol and formaldehyde. A part is the correct answer. Acetone and propanol can be distinguished by ferric chloride? No. Both will not react. Tollens reagent? Yes. Propanol will react with Tollens reagent. Acetone will not. Sodium bisulfite? No. Both can react with sodium bisulfite. 2,4-DNP, both will react, so they cannot be used. So correct answer is Tollens reagent. Propanol forms silver mirror with Tollens reagent. Acetone does not react. Tollens reagent is a mild oxidizing agent and aldehydes are strong reducing agent. That's why reaction takes place. But ketones are weak reducing agent. They do not react with mild oxidizing agent. That is Tollens reagent. Here correct answer is B part. On reaction with hydroxylamine, aldehyde produce ketone oxime, hydrazone, semicarbazone, aldooxime. Correct answer is aldooxime. So D part is the correct answer. Ketone will give ketone oxime. And when aldehydes react with the hydrazine, they will form hydrazone. Ketone also will react with hydrazine to form hydrazone. When aldehydes and ketones react with semicarbazide, they form semicarbazone. But when aldehyde reacts with hydroxylamine, they form aldooxide. The most suitable reagent for converting primary alcohol into aldehyde with the same number of carbon atom, acidified K2Cr2O7 will convert it into acid. Acidified KMnO4 will convert it into acid. Alkaline KMnO4 will also convert it into acid. CrO3 can convert primary alcohol to aldehyde. D part is the correct answer. Reduction of aldehydes and ketones into hydrocarbons using hydrazine and sodium ethoxide. Clemmensen reduction, no, because here we use amalgamated zinc and conc HCl. Cope reduction, no. Dow reduction, no. Wolff-Kishner reduction is the correct answer. In Wolff-Kishner reduction, aldehydes and ketones are reduced to corresponding hydrocarbon using hydrazine and sodium ethoxide. D part. A Wittig reaction with an aldehyde gives ketone, no. A long chain fatty acids, no. Olefinic compound, correct. Epoxide, no. C part is the correct answer. Wittig reaction has been asked in IIT. This is the reaction which is taking place. This is the triphenyl phosphine group is attached to CH2. This reacts with aldehydes as well as ketone. So this CH2 group comes here and oxygen goes here. We get corresponding olefin and we get triphenyl phosphorus oxide. This is called Wittig reagent or phosphorus halide. So this reaction is called Wittig reaction by which aldehydes and ketones can be converted into corresponding alkenes using a special type of reagent called Wittig reagent. Next question, in the reaction RCHO is reduced to RCH3 using amalgamated zinc and conc HCl and warming the solution. The reaction is known as Meerwein-Pondorf reduction, no. Clemmensen reduction, yes. Wolff-Kishner reduction, no. Schiff's reaction, no. The correct answer is B part. In Clemmensen reduction, we use amalgamated zinc and conc HCl. Aldehyde and ketones are reduced to corresponding alkanes. Acetic acid reacts with lithium aluminum hydride, acts as alcohol. Ethyl alcohol, which reacts with copper at 573 Kelvin or 300 degrees centigrade, gives acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde in presence of dilute NaOH will give aldol, that is 3-hydroxybutanol. Correct answer is aldol. Ketol is not possible, that will be with ketone. Acetol is not possible, butanol is not possible, correct answer is aldol. And the last step is aldol condensation. Aldol means it has both aldehyde group and alcoholic group. Next, the synthesis of protonaldehyde from acetaldehyde is an example of nucleophilic addition reaction? No. Elimination reaction? No. Electrophilic addition reaction? No. Nucleophilic addition and elimination reaction is the correct answer. Acetaldehyde reacts with OH ion to form carbanion ion. That carbanion ion reacts with another acetaldehyde to form aldol or 3-hydroxybutanol. So this is nucleophilic addition reaction and undergoes elimination reaction, that is water is removed and results in the formation of alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, popularly called crotonaldehyde. IUPAC name is butylenol. D part is the correct answer. In which of the following reactions new carbon-carbon bond is not formed? Kanizo's reaction, Wurtz reaction, aldol condensation, Friedel-Crafts reaction. In Wurtz reaction, new carbon-carbon bond is formed. In aldol condensation, also carbon-carbon bond is formed. Friedel-Crafts reaction, carbon-carbon bond is formed. Kanizo's reaction is a disproportionation reaction, that is, oxidation and reduction take place simultaneously, so no new carbon-carbon bond is formed. Correct answer is A part. Next question, the compound which is not formed during dry distillation of mixture of calcium formate and calcium acetate. Propanol, propanone, ethanol, methanol. Now calcium formate when undergoes dry distillation it will give from methanol. So this product is formed. Calcium acetate when undergoes dry distillation alone it will give propanone. So this product is also formed. When both are distilled together, ethanol will be formed. It means propanol cannot be formed. So correct answer is A part. Next question, which factor will increase the reactivity of carbonyl group? First one, presence of group with positive inductive effect, that is electron releasing group. Presence of group with negative inductive effect means electron withdrawing group. Presence of large alkyl group. Correct answer is second part. Presence of electron withdrawing group will increase positive charge on carbonyl carbon and reactivity will increase. Positive inductive effect will reduce positive charge on carbonyl carbon, which is making it less reactive. Presence of large alkyl group will offer steric entrance, reactivity will decrease. So second part is the correct answer. So second is there in B part, correct answer is B part.